Hi everyone, I'm Iman. Welcome to my channel. This is actually my first video on YouTube and I'm really excited about it, and I thought what better way to introduce my natural hair channel with my natural hair journey. So we're just going to go into full detail of what happened to my hair, the heat damage, how I grew it back, and I'll also share some tips with you guys because my hair did not grow for years. Like, it would not grow an inch, so I've definitely been doing the right things. I want to share those tips with you guys, but first let's just get started with the story. Yeah. So it all started summer of 2019, right? Great summer, things were going well. My hair was in an okay spot. Like, it wasn't the healthiest. I wasn't taking care of it as much as I should have. But, you know, my hair, there was no damage. I could still wear it out. And also insert photos of everything as I'm talking. But yeah, no, things were going well. But this summer, I decided to straighten my hair 3 times, which is a lot for me because I usually straighten my hair like maybe once or twice a year. Like, I don't put that much heat on it. But this year, I mean, that summer I had like a lot of things going on, like my sister's wedding, it was my birthday and things like that. So I just went and got my hair done more than I normally would have. So the first time I got my hair straightened, things were fine. I went to the salon near my school. They did use a lot of heat, but my hair reverted right back, right? Second time I straightened myself and I made sure to use like heat protectant and things like that. So my hair was still fine. I washed it. It was okay. But the third time I went back to that salon, and this is just like a Dominican salon next to my school. They had like $20 silk presses, and I was like a broke college student at the time, so I wasn't trying to spend like 80 bucks on a silk press. So I usually just went there to get my hair straightened. So I've been there a few times, like earlier that summer too. But this time I went in, they did the normal routine, like they usually wash your hair, then they put you under the, the hooded dryer, and then they blow dry your hair and then they straighten it. So yeah, they use a lot of heat, but it usually comes out well. And I remember this time, the lady, it was an older lady too, she did my hair and it came out like the best I've ever seen it. Like, it was so slick, it was so straight. I should have known then that like something was off, but you know, I was just feeling myself. So a week later, I go to wash my hair thinking things would be normal, and the amount of shedding that I experienced, like, you would have thought I had braids for like maybe 3 months or something. The amount of hair that I lost, like I would just put my hands through my hair and there would be chunks falling out. I wish I had a photo of like the amount of hair I lost, but I was too embarrassed and sad at the time. But like, I'll also show you a photo of what my hair looked right after, and like the hair that I had left was just so stringy and like so thin and see-through, and like usually when I wash my hair is like pretty thick, so like I knew obviously something was super wrong and like my hair was super damaged. I just didn't know what to do. So after I showered, I realized like my hair is completely damaged. I thought I could still get it back, so I actually wasn't that upset at the time because I thought, like, you know, if I just do some protein treatments, like just start taking really good care of my hair, it'll like revert back to how it was before, which was not the case, but I thought so at the time. So that was my plan. But then I went abroad that fall, in Lebanon actually, and the thing I didn't realize in the Middle East is that there are no hair products for black people. So I just kind of went back to my old routine of just like using a random conditioner bottle to like try to take care of my hair, which is not how that works. So my hair was still unhealthy. It was super damaged. I just literally like stopped wearing my hair out. I would just put it in a bun all the time because I just hated how it looked. Like, it was just so see-through and you could just tell it was not healthy. So I was just like, you know what, I'll just grow it out. And like slowly cut my hair over time because I didn't want to let go of any length. That's a problem I had. So I was just like, okay, let's grow it out a bit. Hopefully it will come back eventually. Then I came back from abroad, wore some braids a lot because I just didn't know what to do with my hair. And then I remember I was working at Natural Club at the time, which is a hair company that my sister owns. You guys should check out the products, they're really good. They want to use me as a model to just test off their products and show how good they work. So I was like, yeah, of course, I'll do that. So I went, and the lady who did my hair was just like, yeah, your hair is gone. Like, I'll show you videos. This is when I realized like my hair is never coming back. Like, this was the moment. And even the hair salonist lady was like, yeah, you have to cut it off, or you don't have to cut it off now, but it's not gonna come back. Like, eventually it does have to be cut off. So I was like, damn. Because I really did not want to let go of my length. And I'll also show you the videos. I was so sad looking at those videos. It was funny because I was also the social media manager at the time, and I made sure that video never saw the light of day because my hair just looked so bad. And I know all the comments would be like, she needs to cut it off, she needs to let it go, which is true, but I just was not ready at the time. So I just continued like trying to deep condition my hair and do protein treatments to see if it could like at least look better. So something I didn't realize was how hard it is to take care of transitioning hair. My new hair was already coming in at that time, so there's just so much breakage between my old damaged hair and my new healthy hair. And like every time I would have to wash my hair, I would have to go so slow, like slowly combing through my old hair and then working my way up to try to minimize that breakage. But it took so long, and I'm not a patient person, so like I think I just got more and more impatient as time went on. And eventually I just remember one day just like, I'm gonna cut my hair off. I don't care anymore. Like I don't want to deal with this. I'm wasting all these products and money on 7% of my hair, which is not healthy and never gonna be healthy again. So I just decided one day to literally just cut it off. And I also videotaped that too, so I'll show you guys. But this is like a big moment for me because I've always had like the same length of hair my entire life, and I was scared to have short hair because I thought I was prettier with longer hair. But I realized that's not true. It's never true. And honestly, it was kind of a blessing in disguise because that was the first time in a long time I really fell in love with my hair again since I like first went natural 10 years ago. So that was a really great feeling, and my hair has just been so healthy and flourishing since then. So now I'm going to get into the tips of how I've been taking care of my hair, and hopefully this can help you guys too. Okay, I switched locations to my office, which is next to my bed, just because we're about to get into business. I'm kidding, I just need to charge my camera. But I'm going to share the tips that I think were most impactful for me in the order that I think is most important. This is all kind of subjective, but all these tips are going to be super helpful. Also, there's no secret to getting to long hair fast. It's literally just time and consistency. Trust me, I try to research it. There's none. But let's just get started into tip number 1. Okay, tip number 1 is to trim your hair. This is non-negotiable. This is something I used to never do because I just thought it was so counterintuitive. Like, if I want to grow my hair out, why would I cut it off, you know? But that's not how it works. If you don't trim your hair will literally trim itself. Like, it will just break off. And if you notice that your hair hasn't grown in a very long time, then you probably need more than a trim. And that's a big reason why my hair grew back so fast, is just because I just did a big chop. So my hair was completely healthy, no split ends, no breakage, no nothing. So making sure that you consistently trim your hair before it starts to break, and that time frame might be different for every person. So just watch your hair, like listen to your hair. If you notice it's starting to break around, let's say like every 3-4 months, then just trim every 3-4 months. And that's exactly what I do. So I know a lot of hair salonists say like every 6 to 8 weeks, but that's kind of aggressive for me because my hair doesn't grow that fast. So every couple of months has been working for me. And my hair has just grown so much since I've been doing that. Tip number 2, maintain a clean and healthy scalp. And this is a tip that actually refers to hair growth. Other ones kind of just talk about like length retention and keeping your hair healthy, which also helps it grow. But if you just want to grow your hair, all you need is a clean and healthy scalp. So making sure that you're shampooing consistently, make sure you're getting all the gunk out. I like to shampoo my hair every time I wash my hair, which is usually like 1 to 2 weeks. But I just make sure that I go in there and I do a nice little scrub on my scalp just to make sure everything is out and that my hair has a good environment for it to grow. Okay, following up on tip number 2 about maintaining a clean and healthy scalp, also stimulating your scalp. So I kind of mentioned like the massaging your scalp. I also like to go in with an oil like every couple days. Not every day because I'm too lazy, but I like to go in and just give myself a little massage. And I have so many oils like Jamaican black castor oil. I like almond oil too. There's just a bunch of oils that are good for your hair growth, and I just go in and make sure to do that consistently. I also like to use oils on the rest of my hair as well as a sealant. Just a reminder that oil does not moisturize your hair, it only seals it. The only thing that can really moisturize your hair is water. Tip number 3, and this has been a huge game changer for me, is using natural ingredients in my hair. Obviously you can still use like whatever products you want, but just make sure you're consistently using high quality products with high quality ingredients. I think there's a lot of products out there that will make your hair look healthy, like very shiny and defined, but aren't contributing to the overall health of your hair. And that's something you want in your routine, is products that are moisturizing your hair and keeping your hair healthy over the long run. Tip number 4 is about diet and supplements and just making sure you get enough nutrients for your body. If you're not getting enough nutrients, your body's going to use whatever it's getting to do bodily functions that are important, because your hair is dead and that's like the last priority for your body. So just making sure that you're getting enough nutrients, and also protein, eating a lot of protein. Your hair is made up of protein, so just making sure you're getting that protein intake for your body, whatever that is, consistently and daily, so that your hair can grow. And I realize it can be difficult to get all the nutrients you need, so I'm a big proponent of supplements. I take them daily. I used to take the Hairfinity pills, but they just became too expensive, so I just take like normal multivitamins every single day, and just making sure you have overall good health. It's not just for your hair too, it's just like for your body. Okay, tip number 5 is having good protective styles, and I'm emphasizing the word good because I did not know what a good protective style was for the longest. And a good protective style is just something that's going to put minimal stress on your hair. So I used to wear like buns all the time thinking that was a protective style because like my hair was tucked away, but it caused so much stress. Like I would see breakage in the area where like I put the hair tie, and also like my hairline was receding, so I stopped doing that as much and started giving my hair like an actual break, like braids and wigs and things like that. Just giving your hair a break, because even if you are natural, you're still like manipulating your hair a lot every day, trying to style it and put products in it and things like that. So giving your hair some time to breathe. I like to do a protective style like every couple months. One, because I just get tired of doing my hair, and I think my hair gets tired of me doing it as well. So just giving your hair a break, and you're gonna notice like the growth too. Like that's why I love protective styles and braids, because I can like see my growth coming in, and it's very exciting. So good protective styles. Okay, tip number 6 is finding a routine that works for you. And I know that's easier said than done, but honestly, just listening to your hair. If your hair likes these products, then keep using them. If your hair doesn't, like, then don't. I know that sounds very simple, but I think I had a big struggle with that, like just listening to trends. Like, remember the coconut oil trend when everybody was using that? And I went through bottles of coconut oil, even though my hair literally hates it. So just figuring out about your hair, like figure out your porosity and things like that. Just make more educated guesses on your hair based on yourself, and try not to listen to the trends. Tip number 7, kind of a follow-up to that. Do show your hair some TLC from time to time. You don't need to spend 1 billion hours a week every single wash day, but if you do have time, like once a month, once every 2 months, give your hair like a special treatment or something. Like I'll do like a clay wash, or I'll do a henna treatment every once in a while, just because my hair loves it and it makes it look amazing. So I just make sure to do that when I have the time. Not all the time, but when I have the time. Okay, last tip. This one's really cheesy, but just to love your hair and enjoy the experience. And I think this is something you should do with everything in life, is just do things with love. And I think your hair is going to appreciate it too, if you're taking your time with your hair and just treating it with love. I don't know. Like I think that was a big reason why I had to cut my hair off, because I just really did not love my hair. I did not like taking care of it, and I didn't want to be in that place. So I just cut it off and got to a point where I could love my hair, and I've gotten to that point, and I encourage that for everyone else, just to love every part of yourself. Okay, so those are all the tips that I had, but I just wanted to end this video saying that hair and length doesn't matter, even though I just spent like 20 minutes going into detail about it. But I just don't want to send that message from my channel. I think especially for Black women, there's a lot of history and judgment tied to our hair, when it was literally never that serious. Like, it's just hair, and you should be able to do whatever you want with it, whether you want to have it natural, or you want to perm it, or you want to cut it all off. Like, it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. This is just tips for people who do want length. That is okay to want, and it's okay to not want. And now that that's all said and done, I just want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope this was helpful. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. Like I said, I'm just getting started out, and there's going to be a lot more coming, so I hope you join in on the experience. I'm going to go enjoy my day. It's a beautiful Saturday in New York, and I hope you guys do the same, and I hope I'll see you next week.